Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Ann Trujillo. So-called dark money is pouring into the Denver school board race. It's money backed by billionaires and big corporations aimed at influencing local elections.
Dark money is unlike small, local grassroots campaign contributions, which are referred to as hard money.
Well, Denver 7's Russell Haythorne is following the money trail and shining a light on the flood of dark money.
So-called dark money is once again at the center of the Denver school board race, which is causing concern among candidates and watchdog groups.
It's disappointing, but it also really makes me angry.
The biggest problem is we don't know where the money's coming from.
The biggest spender in this year's race is an independent expenditure committee called Better Leaders, Stronger Schools, and is funded largely by Denver Families Action, which, according to Influence Watch, has the backing of local and national charter school networks and works to elect candidates who support charters and the school voucher system. Spokesmen for both of those groups are unapologetic about the amount of spending in Denver.
What we've seen is a lack of trust. It's broken trust is what I would call it, between community and between the Board of Education.
What I know is that the current board has not gotten the job done.
Pro-charter outside money is outspending the local teachers union by about 4-1 this election cycle, and some argue the money is all about privatizing local schools.
When we're talking privatization, it really is about removing local control.
Dark money has been influencing elections for years, including a flood of cash that poured in back in 2019 and became a huge focus of local reporting.
By candidates whose campaigns were funded and driven and then agendized by outside corporate interests.
It makes you wonder, what about a voluntary position on the school board is so attractive?
Here's how it's connected to this year's Denver school board race. In the at-large race, one candidate has dropped out. There are 3 left, but only one appears to be benefiting from this money, John Youngquist. And Better Leaders, Stronger Schools, an IEC or Independent Expenditure Committee, has spent more than $1 million. The ad getting the most headlines, a negative mailer targeting at-large candidate Kwame Spearman, which calls Spearman a bully.
$80,000 was spent on a mailer that went all throughout Denver, which its entire focus was negative personal attacks about me that I think many people interpreted to be a dog whistle for racism.
The mailer features a shadowed photo of Spearman on one side.
Then on the other side of the mailer, the only image was a white child who was seemingly crying.
When we're talking a school board race, it does give you pause to think, why don't you focus on your candidate's qualifications? Why are you having to go after and try to discredit the other side?
According to Influence Watch, billionaire Netflix CEO Reed Hastings has suggested eliminating locally elected school boards entirely in favor of privatization, and his money is behind these operations.
We're a committee that's put together to invest and support candidates who support a new future.
Daniel Ashkenazi is the registered agent of the IEC Better Leaders, Stronger Schools, and he says the Kwame Spearman mailer is about character.
The character of the candidate running at large that you're referring to is well documented. My job is to bring the politics here. This is an election. I need to get as many voters out to vote for these candidates as possible.
A big chunk of Better Leaders, Stronger Schools funding is coming from this group, Denver Families Action, which was established only months before this election and has a huge amount of national funding from billionaire donors to canvass neighborhoods and engage voters who might not otherwise show up in an off-election year.
When you have elections and the stakes are high, it's going to draw in resources.
I support DPS. DPS has an ecosystem of choice, which has charter schools that are public and has traditional schools. John Youngquist, Marlene De La Rosa, and Kimberly Sia make up 60 years of education experience, a lot of that here in DPS.
In the final days of the campaign, as the spending ramps up, so does the door knocking.
My name's Kwame. I'm running for school board.
Denver 7 reached out to John Youngquist's campaign and Brittany Johnson's campaign in the at-large race to provide the same opportunity. They did not respond.
see a board that is not tied by dysfunction.
We can, as a community, begin to say, we're not playing the game that way anymore.
What is the work that we're doing and how is it reflective of community?
We know that what voters want
In Denver,
is to remove politics from our school board.
Russell Haytham, Denver 7.
8 candidates are running for 3 school board seats. On denver7.com/politics, we have information about the candidates, including a section where the candidates answer questions about their priorities. Let us help you make a decision at the polls at denver7.com/politics.